A woman's love is love of the devil, because a woman's god is the god of the moon, is the devil.
She's keeping me here. I am trying to leave.
You're not leaving right now.
I'm leaving.
A woman's love is evil.
I hope that you choke on a piece of concrete and literally go to hell.
Let's unbuck.
Everybody's gonna go, oh my gosh, she's Orthodox. That's the ultimate, that's the best thing ever.
How did you get that awesome job?
Well, I became a better human being.
If she's Orthodox, does that mean that was her family Orthodox or was her last boyfriend Orthodox? I think you're a unique person and you probably got into it on your own, right? Was it a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, that's what I'm... See?
Yeah.
The trad thing, like wearing a sundress and being racist. Are you Orthodox? Most of the time, that's just there to lure a man. She's probably a succubus that's like sucking the life out of him.
Yeah.
I've been with this girl for close to a year. She's starting to talk about marriage. She's Orthodox Russian and wants me baptized so we can get married in church.
Is she a virgin?
Chad's saying do it.
Yeah, okay, guys. Okay. I know, dude. You're telling me you have an opportunity to seal the deal with the trad waifu? You should do it and be based. It's not, that's not exactly how it goes, my guys. I know. You're telling me we can restore 𝗪𝗹𝗺 and build the white race together with a Russian, with a Putin-based sweetie? You have to be a little more careful than that, okay? You can't be just jumping in when you hear the word Russian, picturing a blonde girl in a wheat field, because that might not be the case. You would know. If it was the right thing to do, you would know. You need a girl who makes your life easier and doesn't have a 1,000 inner Pokedex,
In
her flight log. Okay, listen. This is not to denigrate people asking for advice, but if you're asking a comedian while streaming if you should marry her, that's a sign that you might be not with. You would know. You would know if it's the right one. You would know. That's all there is to it. What do you want if this is the girl you want? You want like your little sister, mommy? What is going through the head of someone who's like, oh, she's the one for me. She's the one. She looks like a massage parlor girl.
She's Orthodox.
Yeah, that's gonna immediately, like, everybody's gonna be like, get points. If she's Orthodox, everybody's gonna go, oh my gosh, she's Orthodox. That's the ultimate. That's the best thing ever. I want that. Just, you got to be careful. You can't just go with, because if she's Orthodox, does that mean that was her family Orthodox or was her last boyfriend Orthodox? You know, whatever. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. You ever work out?
Yeah, I used to powerlift.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe that, actually.
Is it hot for girls to be jacked and lift?
To be jacked?
Yeah, and lift. Be into that culture?
I mean, it's kind of it depends, because I think you're a unique person and you probably got into it on your own, right?
I had a friend.
You had a
who also introduced me to you.
Was it a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, that's what I'm. See.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was it a boyfriend?
No, it was a friend.
It was just a friend.
Yeah.
Did you it wasn't this guy you got with?
No.
Okay. All right. My thing is, if a girl's into something interesting, it's because her ex-boyfriend got her into it. But you just got into it based on a friend. Okay. Oh, this girl's perfect. She's racist just like me. She's racist just like you. Did she go through a bunch of fact-finding missions and spend a lot of time doing independent research, or did she just have a racist ex-boyfriend? How about that one? It's nice when girls have interest, but I always ask, how'd you get that interest? How'd you get there? Is this chick like red-pilled?
They're saying she's fake red-pilled.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She's saying
she's
like going,
part of it. Yeah, okay.
She's going viral right now.
Part of the grift here. Yeah, we're gonna need to look deeply into her history here.
She was like an OnlyFans girl, and now she does like raw meat.
She found something even more lucrative. The guys who want like a girl that mimics them. This girl's great. She's into guns and she doesn't trust the government. She's into computer games just like me. Like, that's not the way to go.
That's a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend. Okay, you have a roommate. You're me and Chris Lynch in Minecraft building bunk beds. You take in the black pill. You really have to. You have to reject stuff that is too cruel. Otherwise, you're going to end up a lonely gay man. So this is just a fact. And if you argue with this, you're wrong. fix your brain, okay?
If you're looking at porn, your brain is going to be a Vietnam War. The soldiers, they're walking around. They got blown up by landmines. They got flechette rounds, which is little pieces of metal that are designed to enter your body and do a ton of damage, but not kill you. Because if you're dead, you're just a casualty. But if you're severely, horribly injured, you are a problem that the rest of your fellow soldiers have to take care of. I think that's what porn does to your brain. If you were walking around and you found a beautiful woman and you had a porn-addled brain, your like rational brain would be like, hey, that's a beautiful woman. You want beautiful woman, you should talk to her. You will get family, good babies, make money, good life. Cerebral cortex would tell you that. But your animal brain, which would actually drive you, like your animal brain, when you see a beautiful woman, you'd go like this. Like you would be compelled, you would be compelled to go say something. That would be totally dead and numb because your brain is Vietnam War, horrific atrocity, landmine, iron lung, brain damage from watching porn. And you've not been looking at girls on Instagram and numbing yourself to what actual in real life beauty looks like. All you have to do consciously is just nope, just let it happen. Make sure you have the muscles. Make sure you're not dressed like a dweeb. Make sure looks maxing or whatever you got to do with your face. You know, if you look like me, fix your hair.
A lot of women, a lot of the stuff that they do, it might as well be all. I might as well make a blanket statement here because it's effectively, this is the machine that you're up against. Everything that they do is designed to filter out losers and trick winners into thinking that they're the best bet. And if you don't know what hypergamy, what branch swinging is, that's the core concept to all this branch swinging. If she perceives that there's a male that's more alpha than you, or that she could get, that there's a man that's like a higher branch to go to, she's going to go do it, and she's going to use makeup and clothing and whatever, the trad thing, like wearing a sundress and being racist and all these types of things. Most of the time, that's just there to lure a man. It's because she senses that ploy is what will get her the safest fella. What these guys are capable of, unbelievable. Girls have it worse. I really think that's true. I think girls have it worse. Okay, these guys who would basically be, if they had the balls to be, they would do it.
Yeah.
It's up that he has a tattoo that says "Prisoner of Love," and that the reason I'm would try to help him still is because I think, and this is probably a succubus. She's probably a literal demon from hell.
I mean, there's no coincidence that his career took a dive right when she entered.
Have you ever seen that picture? I think I don't know if it's Lori Lightfoot, but it's like a congresswoman.
Yeah. And
the picture was taken at the right time, and it looks like a demon.
Yeah.
I think, and this is probably a demon from hell. I'm not joking. I think that's a real thing. She's probably a succubus that's like sucking the life out of him.
Yeah.
And that's why I would, say anything nice about iDubbbz or try to help him. There's a clip of Jordan Lee Peterson going, well, a woman's love is love of the devil, because a woman's god is the god of the moon, is the devil. A woman's love is evil. That's the Jordan Lee Peterson thing. Understand the black pill, but you have to temper that with kindness and mercy, because it is the man's job to take care of women, and that's the chain of love. Like a child can never love a mother the same way that a mother loves a child. It's just not the same. A woman, with some rare exceptions, a woman can't really love a man back the same way a man loves a woman, and that's just the thing. And it's also there's a quote by somebody that God's love for the greatest sinner, for the worst sinner, is greater than the holiest man's love of God. Are you Orthodox? I'm sure you'll know the quote that I'm talking about. So as a man, it is your job to love a woman, and if you can't make that happen, it's because of you. A man is a ship that is out to sea. The sea is the chaos. The sea is the world. This is why women test you, is because women are like the ocean. And their job is to give you these tests to make sure that you are aloof, sealed off enough that the dangerous, scary, chaotic, uncertain world around you won't phase you. So you cannot take this dark triad black pill stuff so far that you shun women and become MGTOW. And I have sympathy for the MGTOW people, and there's value in that content. At some point in your life, you are going to have to love a woman and take care of her in a way that is sort of kind of selfless, and you just have to know. You have to be tuned in and know what the rules should be to make sure that they don't step out of line. Huh. What you want is just a girl who is like inoffensive, and she'll think what you think, or at least not, fight with you over it. You have to watch your back. You cannot get all excited because you got this one of one. She's perfect. She's not perfect. You can't get all excited like that. You have to. Actually finding somebody is difficult, and it takes work, and it takes like talking and not being a freak and just keeping it chill, being realistic, separating out the signals and the makeup and the clothes and the whatever her fake political beliefs are that she's using as a prop, separating all that versus whether or not this person is someone that has your best interests at heart and is useful and is like good to be around. Because the message that guy sent was, I found this girl who's a Russian Orthodox Christian. What he would have said what he would have said that would have made me happier about it was, I found this girl who goes all out for me and has my interests at heart, and I feel like she always has my back and I can count on her. Okay, that's what you should be saying. If you're saying, I found this girl who's so hot and she has the beliefs that are most popular on right-wing Twitter right now. Like that's just that's a bad thing to lead off with. If you're focusing on that, that means that the other shit is probably lacking. Okay, that's all I'd say about that. What was the last thing that I just didn't answer?